From Strangers to Soulmates, a Rottweiler's tale of loyalty. Introduction: a bond forged by fate. In a quiet suburban neighborhood, a stray Rottweiler roamed the streets, hungry, scarred, and alone. For years, life had been unkind to him, leaving him wary of humans and desperate for survival. On a particularly cold evening, fate intervened when this stray crossed paths with a kind-hearted man named Ethan. What started as an act of compassion turned into a remarkable story of trust, healing, and the unbreakable bond between a man and his dog. Chapter 1: The Encounter. Ethan had always considered himself a dog lover, but life had kept him too busy to have a pet of his own. One evening, while taking out the trash, he noticed a large, muscular Rottweiler rummaging through a neighbor's garbage. The dog's ribs were visible beneath his patchy coat, and a small scar ran across his muzzle. Ethan froze. The dog looked up, his brown eyes filled with both fear and defiance. As if bracing for the worst, Ethan knew better than to approach too quickly. Instead, he carefully set down a plate of leftover chicken and backed away. The Rottweiler hesitated, but eventually crept forward, devouring the food in seconds before retreating to the shadows. This became their routine. Every evening, Ethan left food outside for the stray, whom he began calling Max. At first, Max would only approach after Ethan had gone inside. Over time, he began lingering closer, watching Ethan from a safe distance. Chapter 2: Building Trust. Ethan knew earning Max's trust would take time. He started sitting on the porch while Max ate, talking softly to him in hopes of easing his fears. Max remained cautious, always keeping his distance, but he no longer bolted at Ethan's presence. Weeks turned into months, and their tentative relationship grew stronger. One rainy evening, Ethan noticed Max huddled under a tree, soaked and shivering. With a gentle voice and slow movements, Ethan coaxed him toward the porch, offering a dry towel and shelter. For the first time, Max allowed Ethan to touch him, a brief but monumental moment. That night, Ethan left the door to his garage open, placing a blanket and bowl of water inside. Max hesitated, but eventually stepped inside. Curling up on the blanket, Ethan smiled, knowing this was a step towards something greater. Chapter 3: From Stray to Companion. As the days passed, Max began spending more time around Ethan's home. He followed Ethan during his yard work, wagging his tail cautiously, and even began greeting him at the door when he returned from work. Ethan decided it was time to bring Max to the vet. Though nervous, Max allowed Ethan to leash him and take him to the clinic. The vet confirmed Max's rough past. He was underweight, had a few untreated injuries, and showed signs of having been in fights. Despite this, Max was healthy enough to recover fully with proper care. Ethan officially adopted Max, giving him a collar with his name engraved on it. The sight of Max lounging on the couch or chasing squirrels in the yard became a daily reminder of how far they had come. Chapter 4: A Growing Bond. Max transformed under Ethan's care. His coat grew shiny, his body strong, and his demeanor confident. More importantly, his once wary eyes now glowed with trust and affection. Ethan noticed how intuitive Max was. On tough days, when Ethan felt overwhelmed by work or life stresses, Max would sit beside him, resting his head on Ethan's lap. Their bond wasn't just one of companionship. It was one of mutual support and understanding. Ethan also began taking Max to obedience classes. Though the sessions started as a way to refine Max's behavior, they became a bonding activity for both. Max excelled at commands, thriving on Ethan's praise and encouragement. Chapter 5: Max's Impact on Others. Max's story didn't just change Ethan's life, it inspired those around him. Neighbors who had once avoided the stray now marveled at his transformation. Children in the neighborhood loved playing fetch with Max, and fellow dog owners often approached Ethan to ask about his journey with Max. Ethan started sharing Max's story online, hoping to encourage others to consider rescuing stray or abandoned dogs. The response was overwhelming. People from all over reached out, sharing their own experiences and thanking Ethan for spreading awareness. Chapter 6: Facing Challenges Together. Life wasn't without its challenges. One afternoon, Max injured his paw while running through the park. Ethan rushed him to the vet, staying by his side through the treatment and recovery process. The ordeal only strengthened their bond, as Max seemed to sense Ethan's unwavering commitment to him. Max also helped Ethan through his own struggles. After Ethan lost his father, Max became his anchor, offering silent comfort during the grieving process. Their relationship was a testament to how deeply humans and dogs can impact each other's lives. Chapter 7. A Love That Endures. Years passed, but Max's loyalty never wavered. He followed Ethan everywhere, on hikes, road trips, and lazy Sundays in the backyard. Their bond had evolved from cautious trust to an unshakable partnership. Ethan often reflected on the day he first saw Max rummaging through the trash. Who would have thought that stray, scared dog would become his greatest companion? Conclusion. A story worth sharing. Max's journey from stray to soulmate is a powerful reminder of the resilience of animals and the transformative power of love. Ethan's patience and compassion gave Max a second chance, and in return, Max gave Ethan unconditional loyalty and companionship. For anyone considering rescuing a dog, Max's story is proof that every dog, no matter their past, has the potential to become a beloved family member. Sometimes, the most beautiful relationships come from the unlikeliest beginnings. Thank you for watching Max's incredible journey from stray to soulmate. If his story touched your heart, please like, comment, and share to spread awareness about the importance of rescuing stray dogs. Don't forget to subscribe to Dog Discoveries with Florence for more inspiring tales of canine courage and devotion.